clinch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rest as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. As Shaheed going to go in motion. Here's Daniels. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Look at the block in the back. Offense.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Daniels. Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Daniels going to throw for it. That is caught. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
They go play action. Daniels.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
To the air goes Daniels. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw is Daniels.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal.
This just a 24-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Howell now to throw it. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
I think we can identify a matchup they like here early on. 2 plays, 2 passes, 2 catches here for this duo. He's certainly shaping up to be a handful as this game goes along, and these guys are on the march here on their opening drive.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Back to throw, Howell.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard. They could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Howell out of the shotgun.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of body.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And take a first-quarter lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Daniels. Catch is made by Harry, and he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll get that underneath ETN.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Second down and 6 now.
Back to throw again.
Open man is Chase, complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Jaden Daniels.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders have retaken the lead.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And out now come the Seahawks. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks,
as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Howell. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Play action, now it's Daniels. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Ball start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now Howell. And Walker has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. And Howell will throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Throwing here, Howell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's Daniels. Got a man open. That's Harry. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Now 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Daniels looking to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Lewis seen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They don't want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Powell. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Powell, he'll look to throw it. He finds Smith and Jigba. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw is Daniels. His throw incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
To the air goes Daniels. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Powell down to throw it. He completes this to Walker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Off play action. It's Howell. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To the right side, this is Walker. And hit behind the line. He lost lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And the Washington offense going back to work.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2nd and 1. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Chase, the motion man right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Now Daniels.
Catch is made by Harry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
They'll look to throw again.
Throw left side, complete to Harry.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
From 4 yards out.
And Washington has taken the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Back to throw, Howell. This one goes underneath to Walker.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Open man is Kirk, complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 3. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A give running right, Etienne. The tackle made by Boye Mafe. 2nd and 9. Etienne once more.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Working out of the gun, Daniels. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's another Washington.
Etienne trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Here's Daniels.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Christian Kirk from a yard out.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Howell. He'll find Metcalf.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back to Walker on 1st down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Howell. We'll get that to Charbonnet. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Howell. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Howell. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Powering his way forward. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Holding offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Back now at Commanders Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. In motion, right one of the tight ends. To the air goes Daniels. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing now is Daniels. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. Daniels looking to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Toss left side for Etienne. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete.
And man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Catch is made by Herring. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now he'll look to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 24 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Little bootleg here. Howell. He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Faking the handoff. Howell. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Myers' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Off the play fake, Daniels. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Daniels. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Daniels going to throw for it. Finding Harry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
He'll look to throw.
He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
He's back to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line.
The play lost.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.
it.